am here today to talk to you guys about attitude and how having a great attitude is important to thriving and succeeding in life and business. My story, my entrepreneurial story, started out very young. I was washing cars for pocket money. I'd go and do jobs around the house, and I always had a really sort of thrifty and positive and resilient attitude towards earning money and having that grit to do it myself. When I set out in my adult world, I decided that I wanted to become a really positive member of my community and my environment. I set out at 19 with a big bag of clothes and went out to Camden Market, and that was my very first kind of business idea. Didn't necessarily work as well as I thought it would, but I gave it a try, and that's the main thing that I took away from it, is that if you don't try, then you'll never know. Moving forward several years, I had a rocky relationship and ended up a very young mum at 21. As a single parent, I wanted to have that attitude still and be able to enforce that in my own son and my own life and my own little world. I decided at the time that I'd wanted to go back into the business world and try again. And I really enjoyed painting. I was really good at it, and my friends all would like the pictures that I'd share on social media, and I realised there was a market for it. So I started to create this business around painting and around the things that I wanted to do. And despite the fact that I'd had these setbacks, I still had this attitude of positivity that I wanted to succeed and I wanted to grow and become this really good role model for my son. So the business started to grow, and it started to include things like wall murals, paintings. I started a party business doing fantastic faces, which was face painting for children, and my son being young, he really enjoyed it as well. So it was really important to me to have this grit and this determination. Recently, there has been a difficult time for everyone with the pandemic. The business that I was running did finish, and it was unable to run as it was before. And so I thought back to the time in my early 20s when I was a single parent, on the breadline, on going to food banks and thinking, how the hell am I going to get out of this rut? And I decided that rather than dwelling on what wasn't there anymore, the party business, that industry that was growing and thriving so well, I'd go back and look at the things that I was good at and the things that I shared and the things that I've used in the past to develop and grow. And so with this attitude, I took it and I thought, right, I'm going to make a new company. And so I set out doing vintage clothing, and it succeeded because I've put the effort and the energy into it that I wanted to succeed and thrive, and I wanted to have that grit, not to feel sad or disheartened, but to make the best of a really rubbish situation. So with that in mind, I'm now going to tell you how it is important to have this attitude. I think if you meet employers or in schools, when you have your teachers, they're going to notice if you've got a positive attitude or if you've got a really rubbish attitude. If you come in thinking, oh, I can't be bothered, do these grades even matter? Well, they do. The effort that you put in and the energy that you put in to anything that you do matters. If you come in with a negative energy and a negative attitude, people are going to notice that, and they're not going to want to hang around with you. They're not going to want to be drawn to you. But if you come in with an attitude that's light and shiny and attractive, then it brings people out in force to help you and to help invest in you and your ideas and to help you succeed. Success isn't just what you see on the surface of it. It's not just the companies that turn over hundreds of thousands of pounds or the A stars that you can achieve. It's all the hard work every day that goes in beyond that. So it's the things that you don't see. It's the hours that you put in studying. It's the hours that you put in with your business. For me, it's the hours behind the scenes that no one sees that sells the product. It's so much more than just a successful person. You've got to realise that successful people are built from their stories, and they're built from the times that have been difficult and hard that they've overcome. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed or depressed, or if you've got these sad feelings inside you, then you've got to realise that they pass, and the way to get over them and achieve them is to ask for help and support and have that attitude of wanting to grow and wanting to change, and then change will happen. So be aware of the people that are energy vampires, the people that you maybe text and you say, oh, how are you doing? They send you a text back, oh my God, everything's wrong, this has happened, that has happened, and no matter what the conversation, it always revolves around negativity and them and stress and drama. Be aware and be able to protect yourself from those people, because they're going to bring you pain, they're going to bring you sadness. And be aware if you're one as well. If you find yourself complaining or talking to people in a negative way or being horrible about people, just check your own attitude as well, because that can come so easily and almost habitually. And if you don't realise that you're doing it, being mean to yourself as well. Don't be self-deprecating. Try and really embrace who you are, and you're a whole lot more than what you see on the surface. You're everything that you do, you're everything that you say, you're everything that you kind of put out to the world. It's reflected in how you portray yourself. So be aware of the energy vampires. Don't become one yourself. Surround yourself with people that are positive and driven. If you're feeling like you're the most positive person in your friendship group, or you're holding everyone up, you're probably in the wrong room. You need to be in a room of people that inspire you to succeed and to grow. And you want to be able to share ideas, talk about ideas and dreams. Those are the sort of people you want to hang around with. I feel like it's so important. I can't even stress enough how important it is to have a really positive attitude. Even on the days when you're not feeling great, reach out and look and inspire yourself and get that positivity juice in your veins. Get all excited, because being positive and having a really good attitude of great determination is something that's seen me through, and I'm sure it will for you too. Thanks. Out.